religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this: to look after orphans and widows in their distress, and to keep oneself from being polluted by the world.
In Latin America, many families live off of informal employment, and so they barely make enough to make ends meet. Due to the coronavirus and governmental quarantines, opportunities for these people have basically been halted across the region. For this reason, millions struggle and must decide between going hungry with their families or getting the virus on the street. As the Lord said years ago, they are like sheep without a shepherd. In the midst of this reality, many of our Free Methodist churches have sought the Lord's counsel. The answer they have heard is, you give them something to eat. So, in spite of their limited resources, they are giving their 5 loaves and 2 fish to the community, with the faith that the Lord will once again multiply them, feed the crowds, and still have leftovers to gather.
The Free Methodist Church in Carmen de Areco, Argentina, cooks and distributes lunches for more than 200 people every day. Now, other churches in the district are following their example.
The Pollito Project is the creative response of the 360 district on the beaches of Costa Rica. They are giving away live chicks and 2 months' worth of feed so that it becomes a self-sustaining alternative for families.
Churches in the missionary districts of Colombia and Honduras are distributing groceries to vulnerable families who have been affected by the quarantine.
The Free Methodist churches in Ecuador, Venezuela, Paraguay, and other Latin American countries are helping affected pastors and leaders buy food and essential medical supplies.
The Christian community in Lima, Peru, provides aid to Venezuelan migrants in their community.
These are just a few examples of the church caring for God's sheep in this present darkness. God calls each of us to be agents of light and restoration. You too can be an instrument of God in this time and help the church continue being the church by giving to the Latin American Humanitarian Aid Fund. This money will be first used to provide food and essential medicine for pastoral families that are in need, and then to support these already existing ministries to feed the most needy.
God's grace was so powerfully at work in them all that there were no needy persons among them. From time to time, those who owned land or houses sold them, brought the money from the sales and put it at the apostles' feet, and it was distributed to anyone who had need.